stars, reading time. It has been storming here all morning. Very magical, but maybe this collective, you're feeling a little bit gloomy. So let's see what your main focus is. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we've got Fate as your first card. Divine Feminine, that's beautiful. Activated. Okay, a little bit of missing going on. All right, these first three cards are beautiful. This collective, you could feel like you're going through another spout of awakening. To have Fate, Divine Feminine, and Activation here, you'd be feeling a little bit different in the soul. I know you're missing somebody and you're reminiscing. Maybe if you haven't really been missing someone and in a deep set of nostalgia or reminiscing, maybe this is why you're feeling like you're going through another form of acceleration in the soul. But to have Divine Feminine here, you'd be seeing this in a very beautiful, peaceful way or an accepting way. Or I am hearing as well, maybe if you have been seeing this whole situation in this lens and there's a bit more of an intensity coming over you, maybe that's why as well you're feeling like you're going through another form of activation, another sort of upgrade in the mind, because your approach to it is a little bit different to how you have been dealing with it. Hold on, let's get one more for Divine Feminine. Yeah, cycles. Okay. One more for Missing You. Okay, Twin Flames. It makes sense with these cards. Okay. For the right collective, you're clearly going over your cycles right now. So you're maybe going over through this reminiscing nostalgia. It could be a little bit of ruminating going on. But to have cycles here, the right collective, you're going over certain details right now that maybe, again, you weren't really seeing or you weren't really noticing. This activation card's very telling. It's beautiful that Fate is your first card, but I do think there's something here you're questioning a little bit. To have Twin Flame with Missing You, you could be, I don't want to say questioning your journey. I'm seeing that confusion card. I feel you've got a little bit of static in your mind. But I always say, when we're upgrading, when we're ascending, whatever that pivotal focus is, it needs a transition. It needs to be ascended through. So it doesn't feel right when we're going through an activation. It does make us feel fuzzy inside. Let's get one more for your top row. Okay. It's funny because I was just thinking in my mind, to have Missing You here, this collective, you haven't heard from your person because you've got Missing You, but then rapid movement, you had rapid movement forward come out, this action. So I feel this collective, I'm on the fence. Hold on, let's see what's around your heart space. I feel you're craving action. I don't think you're in the midst of action. Maybe if there's a real intensity with this emotion through you right now, you could be thinking this intensity is more coming from your connected energy. Especially if you have had a Divine Feminine lens over this and you've been sitting in stillness and you've really come to the point of that, true surrender and just giving into divine timing. Around your heart space, first card, love. This is good. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness. And I think this collective, you have been focusing on that oneness. Okay, it is triggering right now, so it's bringing up certain triggers. That would make sense with you reflecting on your cycles. But again, letting go, loving you. Hold on, let's get one more for this. There could be some karmic attachments around this dynamic right now. It doesn't have to be love. It could be family, friends, even work obligations. Soul connect. That's the fuzziness. Maybe you are questioning yourself. Again, if you're going through an ascension and you're questioning this would be a repetitive thing for you. When you ascend, you start to question and lose belief. Is it a soul connection, soul contract? Although karmics are contracted to us as well. I feel this collective, again, I'm seeing that static at the moment. We'll have to clarify your actual contract with this person. Oh, not good. We don't like this card. So this would be a focus through these cycles. Maybe you're seeing this person as a little bit self-absorbed, that this is just one-sided, especially if it has been a while since you've had action here, or if you've had action of recent, it's presented very one-sided, little bit. This says narcissistic. Let's get one more for that. This is around your heart space, so it's not good. Evolving, that's good. Okay, so hovering over their phone. Remember that deviation. I said this collective, you could be questioning if this intensity is coming from them. Whoever the one-sided person is has a bit of the narcissistic traits, interested in conversing more. They're hovering over their phone, but this is good, this butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing inner child and growth. Clearly this collective, you're not really bearing witness to that because it's the golden mirror underneath and you're questioning this dynamic at the moment. All right, one more for your top row. Ugh. Okay, so I find majority of my twin dynamics, when you enter your initial separation phase, it is unfortunately done through this axe energy because it's meant to act. Your separation is meant to be very traumatic. It's that last bit of trauma your poor little soul can take, and you fuse out, your brain fuses out, and that's when your activation starts, right? I always say, true divines, you've had a life full of trauma. This is just that pivot point that creates that divine activation, as people would say, the spiritual psychosis, right? So this collective, you did your breakup here, your separation was through silent treatment, abandonment, terrible way to be left. And maybe this is what happens in your cycles. I always tell you guys you need to break the layer. So if every time you've had interaction through cycles and you've approached this with that divine feminine lens, lacking boundaries, lacking the self-love for yourself, loving this person more than yourself, excusing their BS, which we talk about all the time, you would have felt this more than once. And then you guys start to question everything. You question the dynamic, but you fail to see, unfortunately, your behavior that you keep. And I'm not saying this to upset you guys, but this is where the blame comes. They're this, they're that, they're this, they're that. But you let them be this and that by not seeing yourself, right? I want one more for this axe. Okay. All right, wow. There's some things going on in the background you clearly cannot see. Okay, this axe, whatever has happened here, your last point of interaction, there is a truth being held back by this hand of cards. So there's something not being shown here to you, which is clearly adding to this person's behavior. The right collective, I think you know this deep down within. Ugh, that bloody timer. Sorry. So you've got what I was saying. There's something here, unfortunately, that this axe energy is, there's a truth, a revelation that needs to be put on the table that unfortunately is covered with the hand of cards right now. This collective, you would know this in your core. You would know there's something being hidden here. Now, yes, this person's going through a butterfly energy, but for this to still be around your heart space, there's still something being hidden. Okay, there's still something that unfortunately is making this person not show their true cards when it comes to this dynamic. So they clearly feel a little bit backed in a corner, and unfortunately, clearly, the way they deal with their own trauma is by shutting down. That's not, I'm not excusing it, but say everyone deals with emotion differently. We should never overgeneralize people. When this person's in their triggered state and their armor comes up, they clearly shut down, right? And they don't care who they hurt. Disgusting behavior, that's something they need to work through. As a collective, you clearly care for this person, twin flame or not. Twin flame or not, you wouldn't be watching this if you didn't care for them. Now, you can't excuse it time and time again, but then get angry at them for doing it. You're letting it happen in the nicest way. You know me, I'm not going to sugarcoat my angels. I always say this is why you should never put the label on it. It blinds you guys to their bad behavior. You, like I said, would have known deep down in your soul there's always been something hidden here, but you've lacked boundaries with this person clearly. Again, you just got the two to confirm that you've got another unconditional love, giving, receiving, affection, falling in love. And I said, you clearly can't see that right now. I said, you guys have got some roadblocks you need to get through here before you get to this point. Now, I just quickly want to go back to this. I always say as a reader, I'm not here to tell you how to feel. I'm here to confirm it. Now, for the right collective, you are going over your divine feminine approach when it comes to your cycles here, right? So I feel this collective, you're finally ascending to a point. You're starting to realize, I can't keep excusing this BS. Now, instead of just kind of what we said, reflecting that unfortunately, this approach to this behavior has progressively made this worse because, again, you've lacked boundaries. Now, because you've lacked boundaries, you're questioning this whole dynamic and you're probably thinking, is this a trauma bond? Am I this? Am I delusional? Am I this? Am I that? When this collective, if from the jump you didn't excuse this behavior, you wouldn't still be stuck on this layer, right? So for you to be getting activated into true realization of how you should be treated doesn't mean you're crazy, but it does mean you need to stand in your worth, your oneness, and your self-love. Now, I say this to you guys all the time. What is on the end of your red thread is on the end of your red thread. It is not going to pass you by. And you guys find so much strength when you're in silence. But when they pop up, it's the hey, and it's like all the fear comes over you and you lack those boundaries. Even when you know deep in your soul, there's things that need to be put in on the table. And then it goes down the wazoo, no matter how nice you are, because I always say it's the divine that's got a hold of your veils, not you guys. It's not a karma. It can't be manipulated back in your favor, right? So I always say, and you guys see this in your cycles, no matter how nice you are, it ends up exactly the same. It's not about you being nice and being a doormat to this stuff, but it's leading the conversation with, this has been going on long enough. I'm not doing this with you again, right? I deserve X, Y, and Z, however you want to approach it. So this collective, there's a reason you are going through this ruminating right now. I always say when we're going through a real pivotal kind of emotion. It's preparing us for something. And true divines, until you see your reflection, they do not see you. Okay? The reason this is coming out. Yes, this is here. Don't focus on what may be. Focus on the issues at hand, right? And I always say to you guys, you know when it's not time, because they just come in how they always do. The exact same way, whatever your layer is. The very stale energy, approaching you sexually, whatever your layer is, they come in the same way. But you guys still, even though they're approaching the exact same way, because of your expectation, oh, but this could be the point. But this could be the point, they come back, right? And you excuse it. When the universe shows you, the very second they pop up on your phone, they're in the exact same energy, right? It's not about questioning what's this. It's about, no, I deserve better. It's got nothing to do with the label. No one deserves this behavior, divine or not. So you've got another card of oneness, and you've got the mask here. So right now, again, this person's not showing their true feelings. Yes, you've been gaslighted here. You've got 3 cards of, yes, expansion, joy, unconditional love, right? But all of these 3, it's about coming into you first. So Cupid's arrow at the bottom. I can feel it already. This collective, you haven't broken your cycle. So what's going to happen when this person approaches again? Mask, hand of cards. You're going to be left thinking they're a golden mirror, because they're hiding something that you keep letting this person bamboozle you with, because you just want this with them. How can you have this with them if you don't trust them? Because when they hurt you, then you start reflecting on the betrayal and the hidden things. But you're not reflecting on it when they're in your energy. Right, collective, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. You only think about it after the fact, when you've been bloody axed again. Think about it before this takes place. You can feel them on your coattails. I always tell you guys this. Your body is your biggest sign. It's not the synchronicities and the numbers and it's your body's emotion. If you were feeling anxious, if you were feeling overwhelmed, when their name pops up, that gut flash that you get, you've got to start trusting. Trusting your deep instincts and intuition, not your overthinking mind. Your body tells you straight away if something is right or something is wrong. But people don't listen to the gut flash. They listen to the overthinking in the mind. Wrong. It's the other way around. All right. It's not about questioning what's fated to you. Unexpected. I do think there's something unexpected coming for this collective. So, hold on. Hold on. If a 6 comes out, I'm not meant to get these. If a 1 comes out, I'm going to say you're in the midst of it, because maybe you... Oh, that's my big dice, but 11 came out then. 11 could be important. Last month could have been important. 2. Next 48 hours. Okay. When I saw this unexpected, I thought you may be in the midst of it and about to fall short again, because of this longing for this person. I feel this collective, whatever's coming, it's time for you to break the cycle of not seeing yourself, but I will confirm. So you guys, physically, emotionally distant. So they haven't been around for a while, this right collective. Okay, be careful what you wish for. Maybe you've been praying for it. And I always say to you guys, I don't know why you pray for communication. When you guys, true divines, have communication that ends up in that axe energy, it takes months for your body to simmer down from. But you guys, oh, just get them to message me, just get them to... Why? Why? You should be praying that the universe keeps them away from you till it's time. When I see this, they'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. With a dynamic like this that doesn't have the confession, the communicate with it, again, it just shows the exact same lesson is about to approach you guys. Something just very dry. And I'm just here for advice. Until you guys learn the lesson of self-love and self-value for yourself, unconditional love for yourself, you are forever stuck on this cycle. So the quicker you guys can break the layer of literally being treated like rubbish, this is why your separation, you guys, average separation about 3.5, 4 years, because you have this lens for them. I need to be love and light. This journey is about duality, finding the balance of emotion, finding the balance of your sugar and spice. It's not all in sunshine and roses. You need that balance of that divine feminine and that dark feminine within, your yin and yang. And I always say this, until you know how to fill up your own cup properly, you can never fill up anyone's cup properly. It's just a mask. It's your own mask that you're wearing. And you can see this collective, your mask just like this person, because you treat them, and then afterwards you're pissed. And you're like, why did I excuse it? It was the mask, because you just wanted your reconciliation. Right, collective, this will make sense. You guys are mirrors. They might wear their mask on another way, but you don't overgeneralize. This collective, you wear your own mask when it comes to this connection. Anyone that thinks that all the time, it's fake. That's not human. It's not human nature. We are in the human vessel. I always say you can have sugar and spice and still be tactful and kind towards others. Boundaries don't need to come from, but it's finding strength and duality. Okay, so feeling used. Every time this happens and then the distance is put back in, you feel emotionally used. Could have even felt financially used by this person. Intuition. But this intuition card, again, be careful what you wish for. The red flags you ignore now will come and bite you on the bum later. Don't ignore the red flags, that initial gut feeling that we were talking about. Again, they'll be back, but with communication issues. So from this first part, we can already see what's about to happen here. But that's up to you if you guys want to finally put up the boundaries and break the layer. So communication issues, putting everything under review. This energy could have been brewing from this last retrograde. Last one. I knew, just feeling it, that communication and confession wouldn't come out because they're not ready. Neither are you, this collective. You haven't broken your cycle. Caution. This needs caution. And I will confirm your contract. It's not that they're not this. I can already feel it. It's just you keep replaying the same story. Okay. So remember what we said with this activation. It's to reevaluate your mind frame, right? So right now you need to reevaluate how you're seeing things. This is why so many of you guys end up losing belief, because of the build-up of resentment, because you just never break your layer, because you guys don't work out your boundaries and then you blame them, right? So this surprise call again, the universe is gonna present it how they've always presented this person. Maybe even this time a little bit worse, because the universe is wanting you to wake up to the cycle, right? So right now, whatever activation is taking place, whatever upgrade is happening in your mind, they're wanting you to see this properly, right? It's nothing to do with this. It's nothing to do with this. It's to do with you. It's to do with your own self-love and what you deserve out of life, right? Take the label, take the faded connection away from it. This is about to come in unexpectedly, and it's about to come in shockingly. It's meant to throw you off balance. I always say it's the most triggering dynamic, trigger you to your greatness, right? Don't take the moment of bliss. All right. Yeah, you love them. So look at around your heart space. You love this person even though they're presenting golden mirror, right? It's only when they ask you, you start to get angry and build the resentment. Did you see what I'm trying to say for this collective? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's when they end up hurting you once again, but then it takes months for you to simmer down, and then you fall straight back into your reset point. You love them. So stop excusing it so you can break it. This is what resentment does, and we blame. But okay, rapid movement forward with divine masculine. They're not a divine masculine just yet. Okay, yes, you've literally got the divine dynamic. I always say you guys start off as this triggering mess, broken mirror, but you're both meant to find your divine equals light, your connection to source. So you become divine counterparts through this journey. You cannot have a divine counterpart with one divinely activated person. Have you seen this person's activation? Have you seen their connection to source? Have you seen it, right? Something you need to ask yourself, because again, this collective, you're holding on to the potential, which makes you excuse the BS at hand, right? This is where you guys fall short, and then you get burnt time and time again until you find yourself. I always say they're about 6 to 9 months behind your journey, right? But you need to break that layer. You need to see yourself. This person, just how you guys activate at the thought of you've lost them, right? That last part of trauma, it's like your brain fuses out, right? How are they going to get their activation if they never feel like they're going to lose you? You're just their doormat. You're always there. You need to return the favor, right? Stand up for yourself. Is this collective? You're clearly divinely, like, you're a connection. You can feel them on your coattails. But before they've even arrived, because you miss them so much and you love them, they're going to come through like this. The universe is going to make you see they're not going to come through like this, right? This right collective, you have not broken your layer. I can see it. So if you have put up boundaries, if you have broken your layer, if you aren't still like the way we're describing you treat this person, if this collective, you haven't found your strength in it yet, right? Don't make it fit. And I'm about to break it all down, but I guarantee you, before I even pick up another deck, they aren't coming through with this strength. This is another little test. Sorry, but it's just, you can see it. All right. Let's quickly get the universe's perspective on what's coming next. Then I'm going to break this person down. Okay. Remember when that karmic trigger, there could be third person energy involved in this still. Okay, well, we know that masculine energy. All right. I just want one more for these two because okay, the wheels at play. So Wheel of Fortune, there is a lesson here. This person is going to come. But normally I see this child energy as you guys need to have a new perspective. You need to be carefree. You need to be lighthearted. But I feel this person is going to approach you carefree, right? Not like just very childish, not really worrying about this situation, presenting really easygoing, like just... This literally says, so what, question mark. Like, I just feel this person is going to be acting very nonchalant when they come through. But the universe is activating it this way. They're making sure, if they know it or not, you know it or not. This cosmic trigger is meant to make them act this way. They're still connected to third-party energy around them as well. So let's just say hypothetically, they're going through ups and downs with the dynamic in their life. Your soul cosmic trigger is calling them right now. So they're going through burdens. I'm going to go where I always get an ego boost. So they're going to beeline you. But then let's say this starts to solve again in their life. What are they going to do with you? The littlest thing you do to irritate them or back them in a corner, because remember, they're hiding truths that need to be spoken, what's going to happen? They're going to shut down. So the universe is literally saying, right now, they are going to present very, very carefree in this whole situation. Nothing's going to be addressed. They're probably going to present quite childish because there's things going on in the background you cannot see right now, right? So instead of thinking long term, because deep down, once the act happens for this collective, this starts to, you reflect on it and you think that they're a golden mirror, but you see it after the fact when they present this way straight off the bat, right? Right, collective, this will make sense. But the universe is guiding this. It's nothing to do with they're this. No, it's a lesson of self-love, right? So the universe is saying this is out of your hands. We want to give you what you deserve. Eventually, break this layer. This is fated right now. This cycle, and I always say no one's the exception. You will forever be stuck on the same cycle, same layer till you break it, right? You have to be easygoing yourself and not worry about putting up boundaries, what comes next, right? You just need to see, even if me finding my voice means this person disappears for good, well, they were never meant to be in my life. I deserve better, right? For the right collective. Important numbers. 13th of February could be important. 13th of May. 28th of May, 18th of May, 28th of February, 18th of February, or individual numbers. 13, 5, 28, 18, and 2. Okay. Oh, there could be one of the, you've got two masculines here. So this is around your dynamic. So it could be a friendship connected to them. You could be one of my collectives. You're actually starting to move on here. So you do have third person in the middle. I'm hearing two. 28 is clearly important as well as a number. Okay, so this third person is either a friendship, a family member, or someone, even love interest, connected to your person, right? Or as a collective, you've actually started to move on. You as a collective right now, you've actually got someone, and if you have aligned, and I find it quite a few of you divine, especially divines that have been in separation for a long time, sometimes you guys would take the path of finding a soulmate because the universe is trying to show you how you should be valued, seen, and treated. It really, you guys all have your own story, right? But I do feel for this collective, it could be a bit of both. It could be either, again, connected to them, connected to you, or this could be something that's brewing in your energy as well. Whatever this is, there's a third person here that there's problems tied to this situation, okay? So it could even be, and I just heard, maybe this person thinks you're moving on and they're not even ready to come through. Their life's in shambles, but it's like they just want to test the waters to see if you're there, right? It could be that as well. So they straight off the bat don't have an intention of even trying to fix this when they come through, right? Just, you've got the raccoon energy over this. I want one more for this other masculine energy. There's obstacles. That was the lighthouse. Obstacles, warning, but there's a guidance system over it. Okay, that's the contract that's wanting to come out. Rebirth. There could be a Scorpio energy, but there's something that needs an ending to create a rebirth. This is an important row, this one. 17 as well. I want one more. Strength. There could be a Leo. Yarn. That's what I'm feeling. Because this raccoon, I can't get past it. This other energy, I think it's more connected to this person. It's caused a lot of problems here. There's something that's created a lot of problems. You've got to remember there's something hidden from this collective. This has caused complicated circumstances, made you feel strung along. This person creates hassles and problems, right? There needs to be an ending with this connected energy. This has stopped the courage, it's stopped the compassion, it's stopped, like, I feel this is a heavy influence on your person. I'm going to be honest, that's what I'm feeling. Which means for this to be embedded in your dynamic, this is a karmic tie to your story. So that means this person would have truly interfered in other lives as well. The right collective, this would be like pennies. That's a big one. So it's still here in your dynamic though. It's still here. So it's not time. This is still a very heavy influence. So let's just say, because that bloody timer again, what I was saying, right? I was saying puzzle pieces. So what if this is the cycle you're meant to break this, right? And what if this person, so here's your person. Now your person always gets advice or opinions from this little troublemaker, right? That creates complicated circumstances all the time, always creating issues, right? What if your person has missed a lot of good things in life because of this person? This person's either clearly jealous of your person. There's something going on here for your person to be so impressionable by this person. Childhood friend, family member, lover, it's something going on, right? But puzzle piece. What if, because true soul connections, this person would have this depth of love for you. This is why you guys always orbit. But what if this time you finally put up boundaries because the way they've approached you under the impression of someone else, I'll deal with it like this, do it like this. What if this time you're like, peace out, there's the front door, I ain't dealing with your behavior no more, and you finally call them on their childish BS? What's it going to make them do to reflect on this puzzle piece? hold on a minute. Why do I always listen to this person? Everything always goes to shit when I listen to this person. This person doesn't have my best interest at heart, because we talk about puzzle pieces and the wheel. It's not just about your wheel that needs to go bing. It's their wheel, this person's wheel. It's all different dynamics, right? So you might think in the moment finding strength, it's nothing. It's not even a big lesson. You've just created a ripple, right? There's a reason this is coming out for this collective. It's not just about you and your story, especially if this person's been bound to you guys life after life, right? For this universe's perspective, for this person to be so heavily in your dynamic, they're part of this wheel, right? So again, everything that comes to my mind is for a reason. Until this person is axed out of your dynamic, if you know they're in your dynamic or not, they're part of your roundabout, and all they do is create problems. That needs an ending. And you could be that key, that solution that finally gets them to see through this person, right? All right, let's confirm. Okay, if you can break this cycle, start of a new season, but you need to be bold. To get a new beginning, you need to stand in your strength. So this approach, and I just want to confirm for this collective, do not think about what may come next. Think about breaking your cycle. For the right collective, they are going to approach you like an absolute child. The universe is going to make sure of it. So don't be holding on to the potential. Just watch from the beginning. Just watch from the beginning. This, if you break it, you could finally prepare for a new cycle, right? All right, your person. Yeah, they're on a crossroads. So free will decision. And unfortunately, this person, they always listen to this bloody whatever this person is, right? So they're on a crossroads right now. There's messy energy in their life, and you make them feel safe, right? They're still under the veil. They're still under the veil. You're still under the veil because you haven't broken your layer. Your veils don't shift till you break your layer. 22 could be important. Okay, so with this everything I say is for a reason. I do feel this collective, you could be having some form of soul connection coming inbound towards you. If not, you're sitting in it, right? But I am also hearing, and I'm not saying this to upset you, but I'm going to say it. I feel that your person, whoever this other person is, I feel like they think this person's a soulmate to them. I'm going to be honest. Or they could have even, this says soulmate, twin flame, pair of things, the one, a deep soul connection. I ain't gonna lie, I think your person, and you're not aware of this, you've got to remember this person's hiding certain things from you. There's something here a little bit messy, okay? But I do also think, and you've got 5, 6, 7 here, I do also think, because I said for you guys, I think you guys have either met someone or you're about to meet someone that could be something very blooming here. All right. This last person, this person's a mess, right? They're a ball and chain to your person. So no wonder it starts with you and your strength. This isn't just about your dynamic. This person needs to be cut loose. Problems, they need an ending. Their yarn and the ball and chain. Heavy, way down, codependent. So if your person's thinking this person's some form of soul connection to them, they're fucking crazy. Sorry. They're codependent on this person. This person's got a hold of your person in a very odd way because they're so impressionable. They take this person's advice for like Bible. It's like it's weird. It's weird. Or maybe addictions. Maybe they've got bad habits together. Emotional baggage. And you know what's really odd? With this here, it's not time. It's for you to put this person on the right path, really, by just staying strong and not even caring what comes next, right? That mess. Last one. Yeah, but you need to believe the things that worked against you, Beaver energy, are the things that are going to make your dreams real, right? Won't feel like it in the moment. Things working against you, but your persistence will pay off. There's new things on the horizon. I actually feel for this collective, Source has got something brewing for you. I think you're going to be on a crossroads when it comes to your heart space. But repetition through your determination, making your dreams become real, which is very nice. Okay. Hold on a second. I want to just get another deck for you guys quickly. I want to see what the universe is trying to offer you right now. The infinite flow, the river of abundance. So this could be an abundant block for you right now. So you making the right decision and you standing up for yourself, this could relieve a block for you. They're trying to give you abundance will continuously flow to you if you make the, and I always say when you guys make the right decision and you stand in strength, you guys get rewarded like straight away. Be open to receiving. As you release resistance, your flow of blessings will increase with the manifestation flame. And you do have a manifestation coming in your the purple deck, but you could think it's this person by releasing this person at the moment, because let's be real, my angels, they are still veiled. They are coming off as, what's your whole thing, right? It's more you and your path and what you're trying to achieve. Visualize this success that is already yours. Focus your energy on what you truly desire. Not this person needs to be blacked out. Chains of silence. They don't speak their truth, because I don't even think they know their truth. And they deserve silence. The cosmos are trying to expand you right now. Expand your influence. Your impact is growing beyond your expectations. Remember, true divines, you're here to change the world. It ain't just about your love story. So look at that, what they're trying to provide you. This person, their efforts, I don't think it's their efforts to shine. It's what they keep hidden from you, right? And it's still in your energy. They're not ready to speak truth. Remember they've got this truth, this revelation that needs to be put on the table, but they still hide it. And this is why they constantly treat you with that axe behavior. Watch the whole thing. There is so much more going on in your dynamic. There's a lot of puzzle pieces at play. So you just focus on you and you realize they're not where they need to be. That's nothing to do with me. That's their own life. That's their own mess. Leave them with that messy person, right? Look what the universe is going to provide you by staying strong and true to you and doing what you're really meant to do here. Help the people around you that want your help, right? I'm about to chuck this phone. This new timer thing's doing my head in. It's happened about 10 times. What I was saying, I'm losing my... That's going to be you guys when this approaches. I was saying maybe this person, like choosing chains of silence for them is probably going to impact them more than any words you could ever say anyway. There's no need to over-explain yourself. This person doesn't even deserve your words. Look at how they continuously treat you, right? Maybe that's the best way here. Just choosing silence. Delete the message, or, before you even open it. Don't even give them the effort to block them. Don't even show them that they affect you that much. Just let it be. Let it be. If you have strength to do that. Because look at what you're going to get rewarded with, right? Again, watch the universe's part. There's not one kind word. There's not one explanation that's going to remove what's there. That's part of your wheel, right? That needs to be done by this person thinking they've lost you because of the advice they're getting from this little gremlin, right? Let it unfold the way it's meant to unfold and black them out. This is beautiful. You got bigger fish to fry here. Let's be real. Oh my God, the empowerment spiral. And you are going to feel empowered. Oh, you guys, when the tables finally shift and you shift those veils, you feel strong. It's like you get a lightning bolt put through you. It's literally magic from up above. It'll shock you. So, empower yourself. Amplify your... By choosing you, you will have that lion strength within, truly. Every step forward builds unstoppable momentum. Truth. They're going to come in thinking they're going to get an ego boost from you. It's kind of that false dawn, right? This says lead them into false hope. But I think this person is going to approach you not even with false hope, because they've always got their way with this collective. Show them they're a fool. They're a fool for thinking they can continuously do this to you, right? For this collective, I truly believe you need to choose just radio silence, right? That words aren't gonna, even if this person, it's like one ear and out the other. They don't get it. And that's what's going to flood them with fear, because you've never not responded to this person. This person seems a bit arrogant. I ain't going to lie. I feel they're a little bit arrogant. Okay. Let's really... Hold on. Let's see this person's emotion. Oh, they're jealous. So there is something about you. I feel that part I was on the fence with. There's definitely someone jealous in their life. But I feel this person thinks you've moved on. They're threatened right now. You're activating insecurities. They're envious over something in your life. They're feeling a bit bitter, competitive. So they're moving from not a good place. That you've moved on. So I still think they're arrogant. I think they're just coming. Remember I said they're going to test the waters to see if you're still available, right? So again, choosing silence. This would be a wake-up call. That you've lost interest, that that they unfulfill you. You're not tempted by them anymore. This is why they're coming in. But they're still trapped. Holy moly, that universal part, they are still trapped in their messy life. So they know either way, they cannot give you what you deserve, but they just want to make sure that you're still in that kind of, I was about to say memory bank. It's like they still want to make sure that you're in their storage, right? This person, no wonder they were coming out like the golden mirror, okay? So they know they're not in a place to give you anything, but they just want to test the waters. They feel the disconnect now, right? Again, I'm just here for advice, but silence. This person will literally spiral. Okay. But they still need their space. They do need, their life's a mess. They could be thinking you need space from them, but I think it's been a while. I just think it's more them. They're leading with jealousy. They're still not in the place to give you what you deserve. They need to rebalance, clearing their head. I doubt they're going through self-care, but they're going through difficulties in life. I do believe that they're on a crossroads. Okay. So there's something here, I wouldn't say disgusted, but you moving on, it's triggering them. They're feeling sick to their stomach. So appalled, outraged, angered. So they think that they love... I'm not going to say they don't love you. That I'm being a little bit hard on this person. Like I said, you guys orbit each other. That's not the issue here. It's just you're still very veiled, right? Of course there's love for you. Otherwise, this person wouldn't always be reappearing in your life, but they're not ready to give you the right kind of love. That's the issue here. Trapped. But they do have grief about it. There's sadness about it. They don't like their life, right? I think I'm just being really hard on this person because of the theme of this reading. Let's be real. There's deep emotion, but when they're not leading towards you with the right intention, they're leading with fear that they've lost you, right? They're still trapped. They do hate their life, but they need more space. But whatever they think is going on with you moving on, it's making them feel physically sick, right? So this is why they're approaching you the way that they're going to approach you. A little bit. Let's get these. Actually, I want to get message cards because oh, that one flew. Okay. I wish I could be a different person. That's nice. So they do know they need to change things here. They don't want to be alone. So I think it's more they don't want to change their life. They're stuck in visions of you guys together right now. Well, again, they're accelerating to come forward and message you. So, of course, they're going to be stuck in visions of you. And if they think you've moved on, of course, that's going to be going 1,000 miles an hour. That says I can't let go of you. Whoa! Will you leave me like the other? They're the one that constantly acts as you. So see, projection, they're not even aware of it. They treat you like absolute rubbish and do everything to you that they're scared you'll do to them. They're not aware. I was hurt by you. So they're still blaming as well, which then validates them to treat them how they treat you. And I'll tell you this right now, that heavy influence, and I say this all the time, it's coming to my mind. When we're self-unaware and we get into arguments with people, right, we turn to family and friends for advice. But when we're self-unaware, we manipulate the whole thing to our favor because we're believing our manipulation because we're self-unaware. So this person, you guys would have had arguments, you would have had things happen in the past where they just couldn't see their faults. Remember, they're presenting as the golden mirror. So they would have had especially that little troublemaker in their energy, validating them. Oh, they're this, they're that, because they still think it was you that hurt them. Like, is this person delusional? Like, for the right collective, watch from the beginning, right? So, will you leave me like the others, yet they continuously abandon you? Silent treatment, right, for the right collective. They don't want to be alone, so they have fear of abandonment, yet they keep abandoning this collective. They want to be a different person, but they still blame you for everything. They're blaming you for their bad behavior. You cannot change someone's perception through words. Their perception right now, their behavior is validated because you hurt them. Imbalanced. So I think this is also why the universe is telling this collective, silence is probably your best approach. Because this person will just manipulate what you're saying in their mind. You could literally write something, but because they're not seeing things right, they'll misread everything that you've written. They don't see the color in the situation. Everything's so black and white with their perception, right? So this person probably always misconstrues your words, because their perception's different to yours. I need to figure myself out. That's the truth. That's the truth. Out of all the rows, that's probably the best one. I wish I could be a different person. I need to figure myself out. So they know a little bit that they're off balance. They know a little bit. But again, this person clearly doesn't have the best company around them. Watch the whole thing. Okay, I wish I could understand you. This collective, you wish you could understand them. Again, you're not on the same page emotionally. It's those veils. Okay, so they are scared it's over. So again, this collective, this person's moving forward with jealousy. stuck in visions of you together. Is this really over? I'm scared of rejection. So this is also why they're going to wear a mask. But that doesn't make it valid. It doesn't make it valid. Not for this collective. You've dealt with it for too long. Again, watch from part 1. It hurts so much. Will you leave me? So their trauma. But then it says, don't wait for me, please, because they're trapped and they know it, right? They've actually got some weird stuff going on in their life, this person. Painful memories that they were hurt by you with. So they're still holding on to the pain, which they're failing to understand, the drama that they put into your life. So they're still holding on, unfortunately, to painful experience from you. But you know what it's reminding me of? Yeah, I might have treated you like that, but it's because you did this. That's kind of what it reminds me of, right? So that's not good. How are you going to speak sense into someone that has that perception? This is why the universe is probably telling you silence is your best avenue. They're not ready to see. They're not ready. They're still wanting to hold on to what you did because subconsciously, because they don't understand how bad their behavior is, it excuses their bad behavior so they don't truly have to reflect on the person they are, right? I know this, I want to be a different person, this and that. They're not completely there yet, right? They still blame. So it's just starting to trickle in. Not good. We know these are going to be nice, these cards, because they want to give you an offer. The thing is, they're leading with... Let's get intention, actually. Let's see what their true soul's intention is. Okay. Oh, victim mentality. The inner turmoil. So there's excuses for everything. I'm bound physically, mentally, and spiritually. We are never bound. Self-pity is poison. You don't like your life, change it. I feel there is no way out from where I am. I feel imprisoned because of my own doing. I'm trying to fight my inner demon. I don't think so. My inner demons, but it's just so difficult at times. I don't even think they know where to start. I'm going to be honest. Oh... Probably that many unsent messages they've written you a book. Let's be real. Top secret. This is literally, see that pile in her hand? That's how many times they've probably struggled to hit send. And on top of it, that advice from whatever that weird energy is. I really want to tell you how I feel, but is it too late? Will you even understand what I'm trying to say, or will you misinterpret my message? So remember I said they misinterpret everything you say because of their perception, but they're blaming you. They think you misinterpret what they say, right? This is why I say you cannot help someone's perception. When someone has their truth and you have your truth and there's no compromise or willing to listen to each other's truths, this is what happens, right? And people don't understand why things can be so triggering. You cannot force your perception onto someone. That comes from self-awareness, right? So this is why I'm telling this collective, your words would fall on deaf ears because they're not ready to see the situation properly, right? They still want to blame because they don't want to face themselves because of this victim mentality, right? So I'd rather not say anything at all. So again, this is that collective. They'll write you a novel, but before they go to hit send, they'll delete it all and just write, hey, or do something absolutely silly because the universe is going to make sure of it. They want you to watch from the beginning. Okay. Chaser, so they're blaming you. You told me you loved me. Then why'd you leave me? You told me you'd always be there. So this person probably always used to people having to really chase them, right? They love it. They love the ego boost. You could have thought you chased them, but not what they're used to. This person probably treats people like shit, and these people are banging down their door. I don't know what I did to push you away. Was it something I did? Was it something I said? You told me you'd love me, and you'd never felt this way before. Then why'd you leave me? Again, no accountability. You're probably laughing. This probably wouldn't even make sense to this collective. You probably thought what they did. This person, remember, they've asked you time and time again. But because you would have told this person once upon a time, I love you, I'll always be there for you, null and voids their behavior. So what, I treated them like this. They said they'd never leave. Remember that card, will you leave me like the others? Right? So it's like they tested that boundary. And of course you left. Look at how you're being treated. This person, not normal, right? Still blaming. And even this collective leaving, the universe is still saying for you guys, you haven't put up the right boundaries, right? Watch the whole thing. This ain't good. This intention, it just shows they don't understand the situation. Oh, the opinion. So it's already trickling in, because that's what's around your dynamic, but they're still in victim mentality. So they're just starting to see through this person. This is why it's so important. Watch that part. I always say watch my whole reading, but for this collective, this part is so important, because they're already starting to see through it. I was foolish to believe the opinions of others. I should have trusted my heart more than what others thought about our connection, because of their slander, by the way. Please forgive me for doubting our connection. So they're already starting to see through that person. Unsent message. Okay, Virgo, you could be a Virgo. This person could be. I had my life all planned. This person did not have their life planned out. Sorry, I don't agree with that blurb. I feel this person's quite childish. They could have really thought there were certain things they wanted to achieve and do, and then you popped in their life. But having a 5-year plan and this and that, nah, I don't believe that whatsoever. It's literally thundering outside as I'm reading this part. Sorry, I was saying this top part I don't agree with. This, I didn't know how to rearrange my life for you, I should have learnt to compromise, I do agree with, right? I said this person's too impressionable. There's no way you met this person with a 5-year plan. I can't, not with the way that they think. This chasing energy, the broken mirror. I'm being so tough on this person, because this collective, you need a bit of strength with what comes next. I've said it quite a few times. I genuinely do think this person, they know your love orbits, right? You orbit each other. There's a deep soul connection here. I definitely do. But it doesn't mean you need to put up with this behavior. This person literally needs a wake-up call, because they don't even understand their behavior. That's what's alarming, right? You can't even be frustrated with someone that doesn't get it. You can't, because their brain, they're not maliciously doing it. They're literally just not balanced, right? And this is why, again, for the 10th time, the best way to approach this is silence. So this person goes into deep reflection. There's no words you can say that's going to make this person notice their bad behavior. This is going to come through life experience for them. This person needs to be put on hold. Like, I'm telling ya, if this is someone you want in your life, let the cosmos work their magic, because, like, watch the whole reading. It's sad, because you constantly just have you have that divine feminine lens over them. But the thing is, right now, that it's literally poisoning your dynamic, because all it does is leave you with resentment and anger. When if you just saw how this person was treating you in the physical, if anything, letting them go with that divine feminine lens, understanding I cannot do anything here. I need to accept this for what it is, and I need to let you go compassionately. It's not your fault. You don't see this properly. I cannot be angry at you for not seeing it properly. That's where your divine feminine lens needs to come in. But your divine feminine lens, you excuse the like that's coming from trauma, right? This person needs to be let go. You need to let them spread their wings. They need to understand their behavior without you trying to make them understand their behavior. Sad. So you are, in their eyes, you're so smart, but they don't listen. It's weird. So if they're seeing you as smart, you've clearly said things that that's thrown me. That's thrown me, because from what I can see, this person's a little bit they're seeing you as irreplaceable. I do believe that. It's not the lack of love, it's the bad behavior that's the issue. The absence of you. I feel like a part of me is, but then they won't do the right things to fix it, right? There's still excuses and blame. So they do feel the pain of you not. Look at the unsent messages. This person probably goes to sleep thinking about you, waking up thinking about you. But that's good. That's good. They're finding themselves. It was time I went within to find myself. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space, and the space came out. I do the space, and they're trapped. This is probably the only card out of this I really agree with. Like this feeling your absence, maybe it's starting to help them, activate that dark night and find themselves. So whatever this next interaction with, you choosing silence or just not even whatever, it could be the catalyst of them really getting the wake-up call that they need. Again, think long-term. They're unclear, so they don't even know how they feel. They don't even know how they feel. They don't know how you feel. They don't even know what's going on inside. They know they miss you. They know that they can't find someone that they can have a connection with like this. But then they think, do I even want this? Like, it's odd. It's odd. They don't know what's going on inside. And remember I said for you guys, until you fill up your cup, you'll never be able to fill up anyone's cup properly. This person doesn't even know where to start to fill up their cup. They don't even know where the untap is. Showing off. I'm acting like I don't care about what's happened between us, but I do. I just want to appear unbothered for the boys. Like that other part. Child. And this is underneath you're so smart. Maybe you have called them on this. I felt this collective, you've never put up a boundary here. But the more I'm seeing this, especially with that chaser card, I think you have given this person a little bit of a boot up the bum, but it still wasn't enough. You didn't completely break that cycle, clearly. So they've got something to say. But again, it's that will you hear me all the way out kind of energy. There's something I really want to share with you, but I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. The revelation that needs to be said, but they're holding their cards close to their chest. Watch from part 1. They're not ready to tell you. So they miss you. This is underneath the absence. So they do miss you, but then they're unclear of what they want, right? Because they're still, even though they're changing and finding themselves, this person clearly likes their lifestyle. I'm going to be honest, because like I said, victim mentality. I do think there's mess, but you want change, create change. They're seeing themselves as trapped in it, right? There's no way out. Self-pity, poison. So there must be a part of themselves that loves their lifestyle. How they unappreciated you, but they're finding themselves with this. Maybe they thought you didn't appreciate them for a long time. Blame. This person probably thought they were bloody Prince Charming or something, but they treated you like rubbish. That's where they would blame. I do this and this and they don't I could just imagine with this person's mind. But they're overwhelmed because they don't know how they feel. So the stress of this is draining them. They don't know what way to go. Oh. Stop. I always say it's so unaware people, they scare me. So unclear, right? It's overwhelming them that much that they don't know what they want, but then they're like, but they're my soulmate. Like, this person's delusional. Sorry. Just right now. God, holding back this reunion. That's coming from up above, though, because you guys need to break. We had such a beautiful reading yesterday. And now we've got a little gremlin. Oh, energy can change, my angels. Energy can change. It just takes... Just focus on you. Use that divine feminine energy to let this person go with grace. That's just my advice. They kind of want... They're still unclear about it. This is why it's being held back. Find strength. Okay, it's brewing. Thunder again. This reading, rain and thunder through the whole thing. All right, let's get... I don't want to get tarot for what's coming next because we know what's coming next. I just want to see the actual future of your dynamic. If you guys can really find strength and just let this go this next time. Because we know this has already been a heavy reading. I want to put some lightness in, and I want to give you guys kind of courage to just stand strong this time. Okay. Okay. Oh, first card. If you guys can remove these obstacles, Chariot, Destiny, forward movement, right? Rapid movement forward, action and success, obstacles being knocked down. But it just starts with you guys finding that strength, truly trusting what's meant to be will be, truly seeing what's in front of your face. Stop holding on to the potential. See, watch this whole reading, right? You need to surrender your story to the divine. You need to, no matter how much you love this person, you deserve the world. You deserve to be treated like the cosmic child that you are. Relieve the fear. Hand your story, especially love, over to our Creator. It'll come through the right way when it's time. Sorry, I love you guys, but every day, why would you want that in your life? Why would you want it in your life? That is just baggage and stress and headache. And you would be a doormat. You would be in that dynamic. You know those dynamics where you have a disagreement and it's like you have to apologize because you're dealing with a child, right? It's like you're constantly walking on eggshells. You're apologizing for things you shouldn't even be apologizing for, just to kind of take away the ripples in the connection. That's not normal. And that's the energy I'm feeling this person's in. They're a blamer. They chuck a tantrum and then they blame, right? No one deserves that. People can change if they want to change. And this person wants to change, but they need a firecracker up their bum. Okay? And again, I'm just here for advice. I always say, readings like this, people hate. But these are the readings people need. Bloody timer thing again. What I was saying, you'll know when it's time. I said it before. You know. Because they come in different to how... Like they've never come in before. They lock in. When it's time... The purity, the overflowing emotion, the right emotion, right? It'll make you feel safe. Won't make you feel anxious. I'm seeing that Seven of Swords in reverse. I genuinely, okay, well, as I was saying that, maybe the Tower, Ten of Wands, it's the depth of conversation of what really, remember the revelation, what really needs to be spoken that's being held back. I think you've gone through your destruction. I do think you can start rebuilding that castle, right? I always say this comes in to remove that rickety foundation that is barely holding us up. I feel these obstacles will be removed, but without that truth, without that, whatever's being held back, without that being put on the table, you guys aren't getting nowhere, right? And they're not ready. They're not ready to open up about that. You can't force someone to open up about truth. They just shut down more, right? Let's get one more for this. Yeah, you'll achieve something through this. One more. Truth will come. Logic will come. Power will come through this situation. And I think whatever this situation is, it's, even though we've got a beautiful emotion card here, I just feel when this comes through, it'll be with such strength and confidence and true power behind these words. Like, not trying to bamboozle you, like, and they've come up as a king. We don't have a page of cups here or a knight of cups or a knight of wands. I think it's going to come in with a very powerful strength behind it, which is good. Okay, solid offer, perseverance, hard work, dedication, not giving up. They'll be patient here, not a child. But they'll put in persistence when it's time. Okay. I'm seeing that in, let's just wait. I was going to say in reverse, but there's that seven of, I knew it. I knew it. You'll get the confession. You will get it, and you'll get your twin flame union. And I said it at the start. I know I'm going in on this person, but let's be real. Divines that are still veiled, worse than karmics. Bless them. You will get it. Once you'll know when it's time, because the truths will come on the table, right? That Seven of Swords I was seeing in reverse. Twin flame reunion, divine union. Trust the divine though. Release it. Like we said, you need that feminine grace by letting go. Wishing them the best. Set the butterfly free. You think you've set the butterfly free by just sitting there waiting for them. No, I don't think this collective, yes, you might have put up some boundaries, but I think you genuinely need to, what I was thinking, more true silence. But if they come in the exact same way, maybe you need to say to them, do you know what? I actually feel sorry for you. I'm not on this roundabout anymore. I really wish you the best in life. I wish you all the best for X. There I was just talking to my phone again because of that bloody timer. But what I was saying, if you don't have the strength to just choose silence, you just need to just tell them you're not on this roundabout anymore. Your energy cannot be accessed. You wish them the best. You hope they grow. You hope they flourish in life. You hope they get everything that their heart desires. But you ain't part of that no more, right? And you need to let it go. Don't have an expectation of a reply. If they block you, they block you. It's like, if you need to send that message, short, sweet, send it, put it to bed, right? Let them go. Because right now, my angels, like, this person, they don't get it. And you can't make someone get it, right? And trust the universe. They're saying your outcome will come. But whatever that they're hiding, that sword and truth, that's what needs to come to the table for this collective. For this collective, that is your... And they've got so much fear. They're not even thinking about that truth, right? Those unsent messages, and that's something to say, it ain't about that. It can't be. Because they're still trapped in it. Trust the divine. Oh my gosh, you got this. The tables could turn quicker than you know. Okay, whenever I see this, I see it as your heart's about to be put back together. But, and the best friend thing, whatever's going on there, they need a breakup. Watch the whole thing. But you could be going through friction with a friend. But abundance and luck, remember what the universe is going to open for you once you just release this one, right? Venus star, star of love, trust, 10-cent piece with a completion here as well. Your cycle, break it this time. I think you've semi-broken it. Now that I'm reading this collective, I think you've kind of done it, but I think this person needs another kick up the bum. 10-cent piece. This one's 1979. Maybe you lost someone, or that was born in that year, or you could have been born in that year. Your perseverance is paying off. Libra scales, and truth and balance needs to be put in this dynamic, moving with integrity. This person, I don't even think they know what the meaning of integrity is. Let the universe balance this out. Labradorite, you could be dreaming a lot right now. Beautiful dreaming stone. Trust your pearl within. Your magic. The world is your oyster. Remember that. You are protected. This connection is protected. True belief. Hand it over to spirit. I always say, you guys want change. You need to create change, right? The only way we get change is to do things differently. I kept saying it for this person. They sit in self-pity. For this collective, you want change and reconciliation. You're not creating the change. You keep excusing the same shit, right? Let it go. Let it go. W, M, P, and L. And then love heart. Trust your heart space. Okay. 7, intuition. Your intuition already knows this stuff. 16th of the 3rd. 15. You're both fighting your shadows a little bit, or you could be seeing 15, 51. 15th of the 5th. 5 could be a birthday. 3 double energy. So you could be a portal baby. This person could be all connected energy. 13th of the 6th, 13th of the 2nd. 4 sixes. You've got 4 sixes. I always say that's goddess energy. That is divine. That's a true divine number, and it's depicted as the devil's number. I wonder why. And then 14 by itself. That's a powerful number. Okay. I always say words are spells, energy, and how much negativity is put on that number. There's a reason for it. But anyway, I love you guys and have a good day.